Today, I'm going to be watching, reacting, and doing a breakdown of the brand new tool-assisted speedrun that was just released for Twilight Princess All Dungeons. This run is over 30 minutes faster than the fastest human run, and it took over 4 years to be created. So I really hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel because you're nearly 200,000 subscribers. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, and enjoy the video. The run has been started. I'm assuming this is going to be very similar to how a normal run, I should say, would be. I guess quick little rundown. A TAS stands for Tool Assisted Speedrun. It basically means that this run was done with multiple tools to help it out to be what is considered to be basically a perfect run. So that means save states, it means slowdowns, and it also means repeating the same thing over and over again to get the perfect luck and execution of all tricks. There's definitely going to be some things that are similar to what you would see in a normal RTA run, meaning like when a human does a run. But there's also going to be some tricks that are going to be tool assist only. So like it's too difficult for a human to do. Right here, I do know this trick. So this is a glitch known as back in time. Basically, by voiding out and performing a soft reset on the exact same frame, you will respawn onto the title screen, but you will have control over Link, which you usually wouldn't have. You then void out again to get rid of the logo, so you can click on pause and save the game. And this will transfer over everything that Link had unlocked on the title screen onto your save file. So that would include things such as your tunic, your sword, your shield, and opponent's also unlocked. But yeah, so in case anyone was wondering, yes, this tool-assisted speedrun took literally 4 years to make. That's right, 4 years and over 200,000 re-recordings. That is how passionate people are about these speedruns in these old games. So far, this is very similar to like a normal 90% run by a human. Okay, maybe I wouldn't be spinning around the camera like this, you know? So far, this is pretty much like a normal run that you would imagine. You basically do back in time to get everything. You get the key to get access to this gate, and you go up and you rescue this girl. There's not too much, like for people that know Twilight Princess well, you will know that even though Twilight Princess is one of the best games of all time, don't at me, it's true, early game is quite slow in this game. Early game just stinks. Thankfully, because you can do the back in time glitch, you can speed it up significantly, but you are still sort of limited, you know? Alright, let's see how well the TAS does Goat. Goat is awful. If anyone has ever done Goat, you will know that they do not want to go in. They do not want to go in at all. Okay, a quick little thing I just want to mention. If you just go back, here's a good example of a tool-assisted speedrun basically spending hours just manipulating something like this. You probably might have missed it on your first watch. These goats are running to the right. Do you see how these goats are angled in such a perfect way to where they are pushing these goats? So these goats haven't even started running yet. So when this goat decides, oh, I'm gonna run, it has already been pushed all the way there to perfectly align it. That's the sort of like precision that is done in these tool-assisted speedruns. I'm assuming that with Wolf Link, we're gonna see a good amount of movement in relation to something known as brake sliding. Brake sliding is really, really cool. If they start doing it, I'll try and explain roughly how it works, but it's a really cool movement trick that you see often runners do. Right there is actually a small text/cutscene skip. By the way, usually you jump down and Midna literally bullets you and goes, hey dummy, don't fall down, just use me by pressing the Z button and I'll show you the way. But if you jump in a very precise angle, you can break the rocks to activate the prompt to do the jump, but you skip that text prompt with Midna telling you about it. Oh, that's so cool. The jumping animation up on that ledge is longer. So instead of doing the climbing up animation, which say it like takes like 2 seconds, he does 2 dashes on the side of those mini rocks to skip it. I love those small optimizations. That's so cool. Like, I don't know if like as a casual, you might like notice the small like movement optimizations everywhere, but there is so much going on. But before we get further into this task, a quick word from today's sponsor. Are you tired of the same old mobile RPG games? Well, I'm happy to introduce Project Mechadoge, a brand new casual RPG that will keep you entertained for hours. In Project Mechadoge, you can play alone or with your friends in a brand new multiplayer mode to defeat the evil cats and take back the freedom that they have stolen from the puppies.
Upgrade your Mecha Doge to become even stronger and experience the thrill of a hack and slash gameplay with infinite abilities and upgrades. Join forces today with your friends and take on the cats together in Project Mecha Doge. The link is always in the description.
This is someone called Hugo, by the way. All my homies that speedrun this game hate Hugo. This is one of the major skips and one of the hardest skips in the game to learn. This is something known as Sword and Shield skip. Wow, that is so fast. Okay, let me just quickly try and explain what happened there, okay? Imagine that you have like the portal here, right? So this is the portal that takes you into the Twilight Realm. So here's the ground, and here's the portal, right? The game doesn't want you to enter this portal until you've obtained a very specific sword and shield. You might be wondering, well, we already have it. No, because the game only looks for the wooden one, so it doesn't think that we have gotten the sword and shield like you should. So what the game developers did is something kind of smart. They basically placed on the ground right here, like a text trigger over this entire ground. So if you touch this ground at all, you will immediately be activated by a text box telling you, hey, you can't go here. You don't have the sword and shield. And it turns you around. However, when you get close to one of these, you know, the portal itself, it is a cutscene. And cutscenes can be activated in midair, which is where this really 5 of things goes into play. So the text box triggers on the ground, but a cutscene trigger extends into the air, so you can't jump over it or skip it or something. So this extends all the way here. Now, the developers thought, well, that's totally fine, because there's no way that Wolf Link in some way can jump over into this. But what you can do is, if you trick Hugo, this enemy, to go over here, what you can do is something really smart. You attack the enemy, and the enemy is going to fall back a little bit, so it falls back here. Then, as Wolf Link, you do a jump attack. The jump attack will jump for the enemy, jump over him, and you will enter the cutscene trigger before you land on the ground. Now, yes, you will technically land on the ground, but this takes priority over the text trigger, meaning that you activate the cutscene trigger, then you land on the text trigger, but because you can use the A prompt to enter the next area through the cutscene trigger you entered, you can skip the text box altogether and go into the next area. And that is how you skip the sword and shield. It's one of the most difficult tricks in the game. Right here, you actually try and lose on purpose. This is an unbeatable fight on your first attempt because you don't have the Midna power-up yet to hold the B button to take them. So you actually on purpose knock down 2 so they scream, and then you go and manually pick up Midna. Really beautiful optimization right there. He only actually targeted 2 of them, but during the jump attack of the second one, he hit 2 in midair. Wait a second, does all dungeons have to collect these? Oh, in any percent, you actually skip the tier collecting for this first area. I feel like I'm gonna get depressed seeing how fast they're gonna collect these tiers though, Chad. Because I hated collecting the tiers when I played this game, so I think I'm gonna get very sad seeing how fast they can do it. Like, just look at the movement. Like, look at it. Isn't it awesome? Okay, that's actually really clever. My assumption, you see how he's killing them, but he's not picking up the tiers? If you killed a bug, but you didn't pick up the tier is going to stay there the next time you come back. So my assumption is that because he's going to run past those areas anyways later, instead of losing the 4 seconds to wait for the animation of the bug to fully die and the tier to go down, my assumption is that he is rather instead killing them so that the second time he comes back, he can just immediately pick up the tier to skip the little waiting period. He didn't even use Midna there. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, look at that. He didn't even use Midna jumps. Look at that. Normally use Midna jumps here. You get the prompt for it. He just does it manually. Like, that's all manual. That's so cool. And a triple kill, of course, with the bugs too. He pushed the bug right there as well so that they were together so he could get the tier in just 1 jump instead of 2. What? What? Holy sh**. Okay, right there, I'm assuming they manipulated the key, so the bats, because if you are targeting an enemy further away in this game, you can get something known as a long jump attack. It's going to be the main use for a glitch coming up later. So if you target an enemy that's further away from you, you do a longer jump attack than if you just, like, do a normal one. So right there, they manipulated the keys to be at the perfect distances so that they can do long jump attacks, so that instead of doing the slow, like, automatic jumps like this with Midna, look, he does a normal jump, 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 and he just barely escapes the fog. That's so cool. Right here, this is the area where normally you do early Master Sword. We usually don't do it that fast, but it is very cool. Let me explain the break slide now, okay? Chat, what you're looking at right now is footage of Wind Waker. So break sliding works the same in Wind Waker as Twilight Princess, okay? You see right here, it says speed 000. This is a break slide in Wind Waker, okay? What we're gonna do, right, is the player is going to do a roll to get up to 22 units. And then he's going to initiate a break slide. Do you see how his speed is 19.19? Now, look at the speed very carefully. Do you see how he's losing it incredibly slowly? Do you see how he ran that entire distance and he only lost 2 units of speed? He went from negative 19 to negative 17. That's the idea with break sliding. Imagine that if you go on a flat surface, you have 10 units. If you go up like a surface that's sloped, you get 5 units, right? That means that if you start an animation to get a lot of speed on a flat surface, and then you initiate a break slide, you're going to be losing your speed so incredibly little that you're basically maintaining the super high speed that you had initially going up the slope. I can't really explain it much further than that, but I hope that sort of makes sense. It basically is a method to try and preserve your speed better so that you can, in a much easier fashion, have faster movement. And you can see right there, it's a big surface. And right there, he jumps out of bounds, by the way, and he jumps into the forest where normally you would only have access to it after the first 3 dungeons, where you would find your Master Sword. Right here, oh, of course. So this is RNG manipulation. You see how everything he's breaking drops a rupee? This is something about this guy that's really weird, champ. So you might think you have to kill all of them, but that's not how it works. If you just take down a single one of them, after a couple of seconds, he will basically blow his bell and it will try and respawn more. In this case, just one more. So you take down one, and then you go around, you pick up rupees, and right as he's about to pick up his little whistle to blow again, you attack him. Chad, I don't want to flex or anything, but I do this task strat in my runs. I'm practically a tool-assisted speedrun. Oh no, this run does actual RNG manipulation. Like, legitimately does RNG manipulation. There's a reason why it took over 200,000 re-recordings to do a run like this. They legitimately is trial and error, thousands of attempts to get perfect outcomes. I wouldn't say it's RNG manipulation. It's more banging your head against the wall thousands of times until you get the perfect outcome. It's basically brute forcing over and over and over again until they finally get the good outcome. I'm assuming now we're going to be picking up the tears that earlier Bugs was killed, but didn't actually pick up the tears for. Yeah, 2 easy tears right there. He doesn't even barely touch them. Like, how does that even pick them up? What? Wait, excuse me, what? Huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Who needs a gate anyways? There is a gate clip that humans do later on in the run, and I guess it works the same way, because when you hit a gate and it's like swings back and forth like this, you can, with a really precise, usually we do side hops in RTA, jump in the middle of these swinging, and you can just barely clip through it. But obviously you wouldn't do for something like that, because it only saves like 4 seconds, but I guess a tool-assisted speedrun doesn't have to worry about that. Also, this might look really simple, just roll here and use the lantern. I will say, if you don't know exactly what you're doing there, that should not be that easy. Oh yeah, definitely have your notepads out, chat, and take notes. This might be on the test, so... That double kill is so hot. Another beautiful manipulation right there on those bugs. Oh, right here, I know what's going on. Okay, so right here, he's making a save file on save number 3. Right here, he's about to do a glitch known as back in time for something known as boss flags. It's a really cool trick. So, he's going to do the back in time glitch that he did earlier to get back into the title screen right here. And he's going to void out as he presses A to go back into the title screen. He's then going to load save file number 2, which he saved in the first village. And the save point would be outside of Bo's house. That positioning mixed with being in a title screen puts you into this boss fight right here. By then soft resetting and pressing start as the cutscene starts for the boss, it's gonna put you into this weird state where, in very simplified terms, the game now thinks that you're in a boss fight. That's the simple TLDR of everything you just did there. Right now, there's a flag in the game, basically a little like checkpoint, if you want to call it that. And the game thinks that he is in a boss fight. You're actually gonna see in just 1 minute why that is useful. The fact that he's not killing any of these spiders, by the way, is terrifying me. You would never see this as a human. The amount of hours he probably just spent manipulating those goddamn spiders to not look your way is redonkulous. Right now, he opens his door. It's the first time. He's only gotten one monkey, right? Well, look. All the monkeys appear. Because he got that boss flag from earlier from doing that back in time glitch. And because the game thinks that he must be in a boss fight, the only way that in this dungeon you would have the boss flag trigger is if you have already gotten all the monkeys, so all the monkeys automatically spawn and you can immediately use them to go to the mini boss and get the Gale Boomerang early, skipping practically the entirety of the dungeon. Also, here's another RNG manipulation. It's RNG how many jumps this monkey jumps around these pillars. Yeah, you're just going to get the best outcome in all of these, I guarantee you. You're only going to get one jump. He's going to leave right now, but I think he's going to come back later because this is all dungeons after all. What? Also, right there, you saw he did a backflip immediately. This is actually a cutscene skip. That's a frame-perfect backflip right there. Right here, he's going to do a trick to escape the forest. Normally, you can't leave the forest until you have beaten the first dungeon. But by doing that little trick he just did right there, he can get out of it early. You can see that anytime this surface goes kind of upwards at all, so he would lose speed, he goes into brake sliding to maintain his speed better. Right here, this is actually a trick that we do as humans. We hit this fence and then we side hop. Okay, well, he's just going to be Giga Chad and just walk through it. But that is a trick that actually humans do, just much slower. And that allows us to enter this lake early. And this is usually done to enter Lakebed early so that you can get the claw shot early. Right here, I'm assuming they're going to do pillar clip. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, okay, so normally a human would clip out on this pillar right here and swim into the loading zone. I guess what they do instead is basically frame perfect, pixel perfectly, pick up a rupee when you're literally on the edge pixel of falling off of a ledge. So they clip through the ground. Sure? Yeah, call me up whenever a human does that. What? I swear gates don't exist for tool-assisted speedruns. I swear they literally don't believe in gates. I usually say that walls are suggestions for speedrunners. For a tool-assisted speedrun, that is such cool movement. Did he just equip his iron boots there? That's so cool. He lands here at a higher ledge. He does a jump slash. He then rolls off this ledge, but because he gets a jump out of it, he doesn't want to actually be in the air. He equips his iron boots to kill his height, and then immediately gets a roll out of it. And just barely gets to the door without bonking. Wait, is he doing the boss key skip already? What? That sure is one hell of a way to get this character. Wow. I guess that's a few seconds faster than running around the room. Here, you can also see another thing. So, remember earlier how I mentioned that we had boss flags activated? The glitch that we did earlier with the back in time so we could get all the monkeys and immediately start the mini-boss fight in the first dungeon. Because we still have that activated in the background of the game, by entering this and looking up, because the game thinks we're in the fight, we immediately activate this. Normally, you can't activate this boss fight from this entrance. You have to go through this tunnel to get that trigger for the boss flag. This is one of the only tricks that I'm assuming they're going to do that humans can do. This is known as a one cycle. It requires incredibly precise, close to frame perfect D inputs. Because if you do it with a perfect timing, you can just barely get enough hits in to get him in just one cycle. Guy fucking. That's my claw shot right there. Hey, it's Man Chicken. Yeah, so far we still haven't actually beaten a dungeon. We've done half of a dungeon and half of another dungeon. Right here, you can do a cool little, like, insta-kill. Basically, normally you can't be human here, but because he's human and he has iron boots, he can make this bird dive underneath the water, which automatically insta-kills the enemy that's riding on him, and it immediately activates the next part. You have to be careful not to be caught by him, though, because he will crash the game. Right here, there is an out-of-bounds clip that even humans do. Okay, they don't do it there. Normally, as a human, you fly a bit further, and there's two rocks you can kind of clip out of bounds on. I get right there, that big gap. I guess he's do it faster. You can also see that he keeps turning to the right. That's not because the tool-assisted speedrunner is Pepega. That's because the game tries to kind of help you and, like, nudge you in the right way, being like, you're doing great, buddy. This is the way to go. So it kind of has, like, a tiny bit of auto-steering. Not much. You still have to do 99% of yourself, but it has a tiny bit of auto-steering if you're going, like, way off. So he has to fight that a little bit. Right there, you see how he immediately did a jump and a side hop? That's actually a tech skip right there. Okay, this is different than what I'm used to from any percent. Usually here, you would warp to the Goron area. Oh, wait, no, George Void. No, we would go to the Goron area now. My bad. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna save. Teleport Oko to go back to the water temple. Oh, we're gonna back in time with a teleport. Oh. And we're gonna go to this fight. Wait, we're actually gonna do the fight? With a claw shot? What? He doesn't have the bow. Oh, it puts you faster to Kakariko. Basically what he did is by activating this guy, he can do a glitch zone is back in time. So he does a soft reset on a very specific frame as he's voiding out here. Normally, when you do a soft reset, you get put back to the title screen and you can't control Link. But if you do it on the correct frame, as you're supposed to void in from a teleport, you have access over Link. He then voids out in the title screen at the same time as he presses A to choose a file. He selects his actual main file, so he has all the items that he's supposed to have, but he's instead on Hyrule Field, where this boss fight takes place. He takes down the boss by, I'm assuming, incredible precision, as humans don't do it, with the claw shot. And this, when you beat him, puts you back into basically Kakariko, which is where you actually would want to go. So I guess this skips the overworld moon of going to Kakariko. I don't know, because wait, here's a strange thing though. You're supposed to fight 3 shadow beasts right here. So how is he supposed to fight the shadow beasts? Oh. That's so clever. Okay, so he's in a glitched state when he arrives here because of the glitches that he did. But he needs to fight the Shadow Beasts to get the teleporter in Kakariko. So he uses Epona to side hop in between Epona and the wall. Epona clips him out of bounds, so he voids out. And by voiding out, it reloads the room. And now the beasts are here, so we can actually fight them. I'm curious. This is going to be the most normal part of the run, I'm assuming, because it's tier collecting. But I guarantee you, how much do you guys want to bet that they're still going to do it incredibly fast? Bro, what? The jump on the side! That's so fast! That's so cool, the bug pushing, and also the perfect rupees while waiting as well. All right, I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. So here, there's actually a trick coming up. So here, y'all, if you ever played this, y'all will know that normally what happens here is you enter a house and you have to burn a house. Now, there's a trick you can do even in an RTA run where you stand here and you do a long jump attack to avoid a trigger for a bug spawning. I guess he's just going to do the jumps normally. Because if you're able to do long jump attacks, or in this case, just be a god gamer with movement to jump over here, you can get over to this hole before the bug. Meaning you can kill the bug before he enters the home. And if this bug is dead, the game thinks that you've already actually burned down this house, so you can immediately get the tears. We're going up to the Goron area already? Wait, why? Okay, I have no idea where the route is going to go now. Oh, is it going to get the big boulder and it's going to teleport it to the Zora area, maybe? I'm assuming he's just flexing on us right now. Yeah. That jump right there to, like, ledge grab instead of jumping in the water is so cool. Wait. Where is he going? Alright, let's see if anything crazy happens during this bug collecting part. I'm kind of excited for this part to be done, so we're done with bug collecting. Not that this is not cool, but, like, I really want to see how they do some of the dungeons. You know what I mean? Wait, why are we human again? Alright, let's just hookshot that as I'm going down the waterfall. Easy. I'll do that in my next speedrun. Sure, yeah. Instead of going up on the side and just jumping down, why not just hookshot while falling from the waterfall? Why did I not think of that? I am so mad looking at that. The fact that he got 7 rupee drops from that one patch of grass, you never get that, okay? Where's my rupees? I will break 10 bushes in this game and I get 1 rupee. He's already at 100 rupees. That's crazy. Dude, this man is rich. Munch, 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 munch. Okay, this run is 11,000 seconds. Roughly, he redid every single second 18 times over 3 hours. That's almost a reset per frame because it's a 30 FPS game. So he almost reset every single frame for the whole 3 hours. All right, here we go. Let's see what we're going to do now. Oh, we're going to learn the final blow. You have to interact with at least minimum 1 wolf in the speedrun. If you don't interact with a single wolf and you don't get the final blow attack, you can get to Ganon in the end of the game and you literally can't beat him. I'm not kidding. You can get to the very end, but to be able to defeat Ganon, you have to do the final blow. And you literally are just soft locked there because you can't do the final attack on him. Wait, where is he going? Wait, I'm sorry. That's through a wall. Yeah, sure. Let's just save like half a second by not having to like look higher up. Yeah, it probably saves like 4 frames of aiming, but sure, let's just go through the wall. This is so cool, by the way. Like, he can so easily like legitimately get around here because he has the monkeys, but instead he's just gonna flex on all of us there. Yeah, this is really cool. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to bring bombs over from one cycle to another, but it's obviously slightly faster than having to wait for the monkey. Oh, he delays it from exploding by flying that bomb in the air. That's so cool. Because normally if it's on the ground, it's going to explode. So he flew it to delay it from exploding so you could use both of the bombs. No, he missed the heart container. You're right. Dude, Monka, he's only going to be at 3 HP now. Right here, he's going to do a glitch known as map glitch, by the way. So you're going to see that he's going to talk to Midna. He's going to click on the warp button. He's going to click on a warp, but it's not actually going to warp him. This is something really, really cool. So basically, what he does right there is he presses the button to open up his map on the same frame that he presses the Z button to talk to Midna. So the map is supposed to open up, but because he pressed Midna button at the same time, the Midna text box comes up first. He then says to Midna, hey, I would like to warp somewhere, and he clicks on yes, I want to warp away. But it cancels the warp because it then immediately tries to use the map button that he pressed. That will cause a couple of really strange effects, one of which is that loading zones are deactivated and he can't void out. So normally right here, when you go into this blizzard, you will know if you play this game that if you don't have like the fish and the yeti to help you, you will immediately void out going up this area. But yeah, so by doing that glitch, that map glitch, he won't be voided out, so he can just go up the entire mountain. Dude, the amount of moonwalking here is crazy. I never realized how much faster you can go up by moonwalking. Now, normally, like I said, loading zones are disabled, so if you just try to enter the loading zone to leave this area, he would actually soft lock the game. But if you get put away into a different area by watching a cutscene, it still works. Because it's a loading zone through a cutscene, it does pull you out, which cancels the glitch, which is essential, because otherwise you would just dig right here and where the area he wants to go to and just soft lock. Right here, he's going to do a cool little fight skip. So normally you're supposed to fight some dark beasts at the very top of this mountain. But by doing a long jump attack with the Gale Boomerang on the side of the mountain, you can hit the cutscene trigger for this Yeti, which skips the area where normally you would activate the fight with the dark beast. So you can skip it entirely. I want to know, did any of you guys think this was the best dungeon as well in this game? I really thought this dungeon was so unique and cool. Hands down favorite dungeon in the game. Where is he going? What? Yeah, sure. Let's just pretend the ice doesn't exist. This trick I do know. This trick we do in any percent to get through this. I'm assuming a perfect one cycle right here. What? I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, so he jumps up here. If he touches this ice, he automatically gets frozen. He jumps, gets canceled, does another jump slash. He gets frozen. Look, he gets frozen, so he shouldn't be able to move. And then the Link clips inside of the ledge, grabs the ledge, gets frozen again, clips up on the edge, does another jump slash from the Gale Boomerang that's still out to get on top. What did I just watch? And we got the boss key, baby. Yeah, he doesn't need to get any soup or anything, because by getting the last item and entering this room, it just activates the boss fight, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is how I remember fighting this boss, too. Yeah, I did it this fast as well, Chad. So cool. That is so freaking cool. Saved! He skipped the text so freaking fast that him putting his helmet off and on didn't even match the footage at all. It literally just went grrr. Wait, where is he looking? I mean, I guess that does skip one jump with the Gorons. What? Huh? And now the Gorons are no longer blocking the entrance? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, those jumps. Yeah. I guess, yeah, let's not wait for the lava. Let's just get invisibility frames and jump through it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. This is basically how I play the game. Yeah. Dude, this is so smooth. I love how he's putting the iron boots on and off constantly. If you pay close attention to his feet, you can see where he puts the iron boots on. I guess that's faster than pushing it more? Sure. That's so funny. Walking with the iron boots is so slow in those metal sections. He's using his sword to move faster. I will say, though, this is something I legitimately hated when I played this game casually. Did y'all ever notice how slow it is? Maybe it's because I'm a speedrunner by heart, but I always hated how slow it is to walk with iron boots in the ceilings. I wish it was a little bit faster. I'm so scared because he's at half HP. Can you please pick up heart, sir? I hate this. You keep being surrounded by enemies and you're one hit away from death. Look how close that enemy was to landing on his head and him dying. What? I'm sorry. Gate? Link? Okay. Let's just consider it a suggestion, I guess. Also, I feel like there's not that much to explain right here. This is mostly just like him flexing and going redonkulous fast. I wonder if this boss is going to be vanilla or if it's also going to be crazy. I don't know if you can speed this boss fight up much, honestly. He shot the bow in that time. You couldn't even see the bow shot happening. How does that even count as an eye shot? He cannot even see the eye. Yeah, he better not forget about the heart container this time. This guy has been so papega, he forgot about the last 2 heart containers. Yeah, it's right next to him. Come on, you got this, bro. No! Not the heart piece again! Kakariko is so happy all of a sudden. Where are we going? Why did we not get Epona? Why are we rolling over here? Oh, this run is gonna purchase legitimate bobs instead of stealing them. Oh, okay. 120 bucks? That is such a scam. Wait, did he just sell the bombs? He sold them so we can get water bombs. Oh, that's so clever. And then he can use the water bombs to get a second bomb bag. Or he's just going to use water bombs for the rest of the run. Yep, and now he's going to go back with this man chicken. He's going to use the man chicken emote to teleport back and then immediately pick up the water bombs because he sold all the normal bombs. And he's going to backflip because literally barriers are just suggestions. Such a fast boss key skip. That's insane. Dude, you don't even have time to look. Okay, let me try and explain what he does here. Okay, so he's on this railing and you can slide off of this part right here. And if you slide off of it, you can actually be inside of the railing and land here. This is actually what we do in RTA speedrun, but then we do a really precise setup where we line link up and we do 3 backflips. But he just does it all manually because he's TAS. And he's just gonna clip straight into the boss room, skipping all the dungeon. The only thing he got was literally just, yeah, the claw shot. This is gonna be a sick boss fight, by the way. I guarantee you it's gonna be like an insane one cycle. We didn't pick up the Zora armor, by the way, so we have limited air. That is so fast. Look at this. In a single air meter without Zora armor, all of the attacks. Look! Holy shit. Look at the air left! Bro! That's insane! Also, that jump is so cool. Normally in an RTA run, you would go out of bounds right there with map glitch. He's just an absolute giga chat and does some insane parkour here. Like, you jump right here, you throw the bomb, you go up there, and that's why we don't do this RTA, by the way, if you're wondering why we do it out of bounds. To give you an idea of the precision so you didn't miss it. This long jump attack, definitely doable. Then, he does a jump, and then close to probably frame perfectly in the middle of his jump, he does a jump slash to gain a few more pixels, and then the bomb explodes, knocking him in the perfect direction to just barely get knocked up onto the ceiling. The timing to just get that bomb to actually get you up there is crazy. All right, a lot of people said that they were looking forward the most towards seeing Arbiter ground task. So here we go, Chad. Let's see what happens. What? How did that... He didn't even do the animation. What? Well, this is different. What is happening? What are we doing? What? We hookshot this guy, and then we drop a bomb. You knock him out there. You use the Gale Boomerang. You pick up this bomb. You throw it. You get pushed by this guy. Oh, and then he does a final blow attack. He does the final blow attack, like to finish an enemy off. And he gets pushed, so he gets further forward by it. And then in the peak of the height, the bomb explodes to get him on the railing. That's crazy. That's so cool. Wait, what is going on? Okay, so he got the second skull to follow him all the way up here so he can do a long jump attack to get up on this pillar. And then he... Holy... What? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. He cancels the animation by pushing him out of bounds and getting hit so he can move? Dude, the amount of manipulation of setting up these enemies to be in the correct spots to attack you on specific frames while doing specific actions are so cool. People do that RTA now? That's crazy. Wait, why is he going this direction? Why are we going here? Oh! I didn't even know he was there. This is a really cool mini boss. I'm assuming they were going to do a crazy fast setup, though, to skip it. Because there's a really precise long jump attack you can do to get up onto the wall to skip the fight. Yeah. No problem. Just jump over the wall. Didn't even look for the setup. Just looked away and still did it. Easy clap. Oh, that's why he picked it up. Because it's a tiny bit faster for the TAS to teleport. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, where are we going? Wait, go back. I have a prediction. Maybe you do this dungeon last so that you can save the time by not having to warp an extra time to go to the top. So instead, you beat this dungeon as the final dungeon once you have all the other mirror pieces. So once you beat the boss and you go to the top, you're just already there so you can enter the Palace of Twilight. That's my prediction right now. You are right, but it's... Oh, wait. Iki? Dude, Drake's in the chat. I didn't even realize he's in the chat. That's our man. Is the legend himself that made the TAS. I'm so happy there's no way to skip this cutscene. We need this cutscene. Yeah, I'm really interested to see this dungeon in Temple of Time. Okay, we're not gonna go to the bridge area with the dragon. Okay. Are we straight gonna go for the boss key? Why? But we need small keys and a double claw shot. What are we doing? What is this route? Are we gonna skip the small key? How are we gonna get it past the door? How is he missing? I've tried to not kill that enemy in my runs, and you get knocked off every time. The fact that somehow this guy's just missing and hitting the blade and not him every time is redonkulous. Like, how are we supposed to enter the next era? The small key is right there. What? Wait, where even are we now? I'm so lost. Oh, God. It's the glitch I said I hope they don't do because I don't even know a good way to explain it. Oh, my God. All right, Okay, basically to my understanding, if you like get on top of the chest, you hookshot something, and you walk off of the edge, you're like falling on like the same frame or whatever as like you're starting to hookshot an object. You can like displace it, so you can like move the object that you're hookshotting, which is not intended whatsoever. So you're basically like hookshotting an object and then sliding off, so right as the object, you're supposed to start going towards the object, you're like falling off. So you're like falling as you're continuously hookshotting objects, which you're like slowly displacing them. And you keep doing that to set these platforms up. And then you throw a bomb, then you hookshot the bomb, you hookshot this, and then you claw shot. And as you're flying up, you're supposed to just grab here and like you would be stuck. But as you go up, the bomb explodes, knocking you off to like land on this object right here. And then he's gonna put another bomb, hookshot another object, get the bomb to explode to knock him up on this platform, and then he can hookshot the top part to get on top. And I'm so lost, but it's insane, and it's cool, and it's... Ah! Did they just jump off without him even doing an attack? Hold on. Did I see that right? Did they just... We're not... He didn't even look! Alright, I think this is going to be one of the only rooms where I'm willing to say that this is going to be kind of casual. Okay, never mind. I guess you can maybe speed this up a little bit. I take it back. Now, this fight, though, this fight is literally an auto-scroller. Every time I talk to casuals, people say that they love this fight. Anytime you ask a speedrunner, they say that they hate this fight. Because this fight is literally a fancy auto-scroller. Like, legitimately speaking, there's really nothing to this fight. You void out there because normally you have to wait for these flying platforms, if I remember correctly, to go up, and they go up very slowly. But by purposely voiding out there, you can cause them to immediately respawn at the top, because that's your default position they should go to. Alright. Is it time for Temple of Time chat, Boss Champ? Here we go. Wait, what are we doing? Huh? What? I guess the parkour section is just a little bit too slow. We had to make up our own parkour section to get in there. Who wants to jump over the logs like intended? Yeah, okay, dude. Oh, we have to do Skull Kid again, though. I wish there was a skip to, like, skip the second Skull Kid so you could just straight go to Temple of Time here. Wait. Did I speak too soon? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, when was that found? Okay, he does a long jump attack to get on the wall, jumps up here, turns human, moonwalks up, backflips, jump slashes, and skips it? I swear I did not know that that was a thing. The puppet super jump is super precise. I don't think anyone has ever done it in real time. Gotcha, okay. That makes sense why I haven't seen it then. Are we gonna do a boost up so we don't have to run around? Of course. All right, I'm so curious to see this dungeon. I have only played this dungeon like one time as a casual. All my experience with this dungeon is one casual playthrough. That's it. And I guess one randomizer and I did half of the dungeon. So half of this dungeon in a randomizer and one casual playthrough. That's so cool. Let go and do a jump slash, just barely get over the fence. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Do you know what's so funny that I just realized? We have the spinner. Like, the speedrun already has the spinner. We could go there, yet it's, I guess, it's slightly faster to, instead of going here to use the spinner, we do this crazy shenanigans with the long jump attacks to get around here. God, and it's to skip the platform to race it up there. How does he not hit the metal bars? And how is none of those 4 enemies around you attacking you? What was that? Did he just like skip the animation of hookshotting that? What? He backflips, lets go in midair, and it bounces onto the switch. I feel like this run is more of just a flex, more than anything. What? Okay, so he used the wand to get the object and used the object to push him through the wall. Dude, that skips so much of the dungeon. I don't even remember this boss, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, is this the one when you slam him with a hand, with one of the spider with one of the hands in the corner? Yeah. All right, so we beat this dungeon and now we immediately warp to Arbiter's Crown. Mash that A button, mash it faster. Faster. Oh yeah, don't want to go up half a lap. Yeah, of course. Let's save 3 seconds by like just doing a long jump attack up there. Coming up here, I actually do know about the trick coming up here. This trick used to be TAS only, but recently people actually started to implement this in real-time speedruns because everyone wants to save time. All right, so this is a really complicated trick. But basically, what you do is you hookshot this guy, and then you start falling right at the same time as you make connection with him, which is gonna make him just kind of constantly be going towards you, and you push him into this corner. Then you drop a bomb, stand at a very precise spot, and then by hookshotting at the perfect place, you can be placed out of bounds. And then you wait perfectly for this bomb timing, and then you hookshot him, and then on the correct frame, when you're partially out of bounds, the bomb explodes to push you out of bounds so you can land out of bounds and skip right into the loading zone. I'll let it play all in one go so you can appreciate it. But it's like incredibly precise. Like I cannot even explain this trick and do it justice. So look at this. Boost him over there, hookshot clip out of bounds, then hookshot clip again, have the bomb push you out of bounds, bam, roll into the loading zone, you skip the entire boss fight. And he already has all of the mirror pieces, so it instantly jumps to the cutscene of finishing up the mirror, so he doesn't have to do anything else, so he can immediately go for the next dungeon. I would like to say that this shouldn't have any crazy tricks in it, because this is basically an auto-scroller, but the last time I said that, I was mind blown, so I guess I'll just let this play out. Dude, this side hops and jump slashes to get up there ever so slightly faster. Dude, I love the freaking brake sliding up there. Is that ball just gonna... The ball was rolling super slowly, so it happened. That's so clever. It was slowly rolling because he threw it too short. And he made sure that the timing was so good that, think about it this way, okay, Chad? To minimize any time loss, it hit the switch to activate the cutscene right as he jump slashed. Because when you're jump slashing, you're technically like stuck in an animation for 2 seconds. So he saves 2 seconds by having that cutscene play as he is jump slashing, since he couldn't do an input during that anyways. Butter sword! How did that smoke go away in front of him? What? And what is the purpose of this Gale Boomerang? What? Excuse me? Okay, so he first somehow runs through that. Then he uses these keys with the Gale Boomerang. He gets them up. He targets them. He does one jump attack with the first target. Then the second one. And he somehow makes it all the way up there. Dude, that is such a precise jump right there. And he's not even going to void out. Normally in an RTA run, you would void out right there to get back there faster. Instead, he's just going to do a super precise jump. And the swag, of course. Gotta flex. Bro, stop jumping so close to the edge. Bro. You can barely even see them on the screen, and he just kills 5 of them as they're flying down. Xanto. Thanks, German version. Zant was too simple. We had to add an O afterwards. I think that's what the German translators did. They were like, how do we make this word name Zant more German? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, good sound. Xanto. That is so fast. Dude, the delay to one cycle it. Now, I know this strat. This strat I do in RTA. Yeah, he uses a bomb trick there to regain his air because he doesn't have the Zora armor. What? How is he already dead? Huh? He teleports if you hit him once. So by only hitting him with the final hit of a combo, you deal maximum damage each time. Of course, that's what I was thinking. Wait, where are we going? Why are we not going to the left? Wait, what? Wait, what is this route? Wait, where are we going? Usually you go to the left and then you skip 2 fights and then you get the small key from like a big bokoblin. Do a jump attack. We're gonna do a long jump attack and then we're gonna bomb boost up on that ledge. Does this just have a small key? That skips so many cutscenes and bosses. I didn't even know there's a small key up there. What? And the Gale Boomerang hits the torch to lift up the platform there as well. It wasn't just for random, it was to delay it, to perfectly line it up, so once the cutscene was done, it was on the platform, it goes up. What? Huh? Did he just skip that barrier? I've never seen that before. Wait, excuse me? It looks like he gets pushed to the left by getting attacked here. And then, yeah, he gets like partially clipped inside of the edge and then just pops through. That's so cool. I've never seen that. And I've seen this though. Here you can skip this boss fight by hookshotting there. All right, let's see how fast this Dark Beast fight is, Chad. This is like usually a pretty long fight, so let's see. I didn't even know you could use the bow for this. Is that it? Is that the end of the fight? Is that it? It's like a sub... It's like a sub 1 minute fight. Make the boss fight look so easy. Let's look at the timer. How many seconds this last fight takes? Yeah, you ready? I'm gonna look at the timer here. All right, the boss starts, fight starts. Now, 51 seconds. Why is the text box still up on the screen? Literally 15 seconds. That was a 15-second boss fight. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the run. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the creator in the description of this video. And if you want to check out 2 other awesome videos like my breakdown of the 90% human run that I did recently, you can click on the screen right now. If you want to see another random video, you can click on the screen as well. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're at 200,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody. Bye-bye.